Good morning, good people. Hey, listen, man. We are live here at BT Furnishings in Garland, Texas. Garland, right around Dallas. Trying to figure this thing out. It's been a morning for y'all who know me, who know how I don't play about how I produce this thing. It's been a bit of a struggle. It's been a bit of a struggle. This show is going to be done in a way that it's normally not done, but I'm going to try to mask that for you guys. But we here, Cowboys Nation. It's Friday. Got a couple key matchups. We'll hit a roundup, and we'll try to navigate through this thing as smoothly as possible. And don't forget, man, if you show up here today, we've got the Micah Parsons jersey. Ratcha. Micah Parsons. What size is this? What size is Big E get? Let me see. XL. All right. So for if you don't want to wear it and you're smaller and you win it, you can hang it up, get it framed, hang it up. Maybe Micah can sign it for you. If you do fit the XL, then you can wear it. So there's multiple things you can do with it. Also, if you come through, you will be eligible for the giveaway that we'll be doing on Sunday. So you can come in between now and Saturday, so tomorrow, and sign up for the chance to get a free recliner. You can do that at any single BT Furnishings in the area. So it doesn't just have to be here. But if you are or you happen to be around this area here in Garland, come on through. Holla at your boy as we figure this thing out. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me this morning. It is again, like I said, it's not the smoothest show that we'll have, but we'll try to get through it. No phones due to the situation, but that's cool. I'll rap to you guys in the chat as much as I can. It won't be as easy as 1, 2, 3 like it usually is, but I love rapping y'all, so we'll do that. So, do I still got my buttons? Because I don't use this one as much. I do. What's up, Bomb Squad?
Bomb Squad!
Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Are we good? Everything straight? My lady, she said the recliner and big jersey sounds perfect for your pregnant wife. You can't win it. They're gonna think I'm rigging this thing. Oh, speaking of which, we got a couple things we're doing today too. And again, it's gonna be different. So on Fridays we do our Hattie B's hot take. I got a hot take. I'll be pretty quick with it, to be honest with you. And where'd you go? Come on back. And Hattie B's hot take, and we'll be real quick with it. And there's a question. It's a fairly easy one, to be completely honest with you. I'm looking at the chat right here. I think there's a chat I can pull up here. Instead of doing a wheel, whoever gets the question right first, y'all winning it. So I'm sorry if you think it's unfair, but when I ask the question, as soon as I see the first answer, and I'll prove it to you. Can y'all? Let me see. You really can't see it if I do that. Y'all can prove it yourself. If you get the answer right, you will be the winner of the $50 gift card. Actually, it'll be the last time we're doing it. $50 gift card to Hattie B. So, with that said, I got the old school roundup, and we're gonna see if this works. Let's get into the roundup. We're gonna come out. We're gonna do the hot take, and we'll get into some of these key matchups to the game. OG. It's different, man.
It's time.
It's time.
Only a few people will get that question.
It's time for the morning roundup. Round them up, boys.
Let me talk to it. I hate not being at home sometimes. All right, Cowboys Nation. A couple things I came across yesterday in searching for some things to talk about in the roundup. One of them was a statistic that, a lot of Cowboy fans say that Dak is not good at, and that's accuracy. And so far in 2023, Dak Prescott leads the way in quarterback accuracy through week 8. And the statistic, I believe, comes from Next Gen Stats, and it is, where's it at? Number 1 in accuracy over expected. And that probably could be even higher if you look at some of the drop dimes that he's been throwing this year. And I think it was Cowboys Stats and Statistics, or Stats and Graphics, that brought it up over on Twitter. And he was like, hey, man, he's in the middle of right now one of his better, most accurate seasons of his career. And the film backs that up. If you go back and look, you're talking about the dime he dropped to Gallup, the dime he dropped to Hendershot, the dime he dropped to who's the other one? Schoonmaker, and these are 3 touchdowns, by the way, that would obviously make this statistic rise. Now, What we need, though, obviously, is for him to continue this as he's going through here. Because I think what happens is a lot of people look at that 49ers game, and that's what we're labeling Dak as. But if you take the entire meal and not just a portion of it, you'll see that he's had a really good season so far. So far, right? We're 8 games in. As long as he remains healthy, I truly do believe that he'll continue this path that he's on, as long as Mike McCarthy ain't hiding the good plays and allows him to open up or opens up the offense and continues to let Dak do his thing. And you don't gotta nerf him. We're past that, right? We're past that. Should have never done it in the first place. Continue to let him work, especially this week against that secondary. Last thing you want to do is reel him back in because you're facing a division rival. So this would be an important week for Dak to continue leading the charge, and an important week for Mike McCarthy to continue to let it rip. Right, as he said, you gotta let him loose. We can't hold him back. We can't shackle him and expect to go where we want to go. Especially when I think we all realize right now you ain't gonna be able to lean on this run game. Not the way you're blocking, not the way we're running, not the way it's being called. It's just not something you can lean on. So whether you like it or not, Cowboys Nation, you're going to need Dak and these weapons to do this thing for you offensively, and then you'll need the run game to complement them. So there's a way you can live in that middle ground, but you're going to need your Q to play at this high level that he's playing at this current moment. Do I still got that button? I still got that button. Practice report yesterday, Thursday's practice. We got some better news on a couple of the players who were actually out. Guys like Jaron Curse, he ain't practiced on Wednesday, had a toe situation, came back. He was full. Michael Gallup was dealing with illness. He's back. He didn't practice on Wednesday. He practiced in full. And Chuma Doga continues to be limited, but it sounds like he'll be he'll be good to go. But Tyron Smith did not practice for the second consecutive day. On one hand, it seems like maybe he could be trending to not playing. On the other hand, you listen to guys that are down there, it sounds like it all depends what he does on Saturday. I'm okay with Tyron Smith not practicing at all, and then he does a little walkthrough on Saturday. Walkthrough, right? I don't want to hit nobody. He just literally walking to where he's supposed to be as we're getting ready for the Eagles, and then you suit him up on Sunday. I'm if I had to guess, Tyron's playing. Tyron Smith is playing in this game, and if he doesn't play in this game, then you just might as well regulate him to swing. You might as well just wait till he comes back to the playoffs, because these are the big games you need Tyron Smith to play in. Even if he only plays 3 quarters and he gets hurt, all right, we'll put Chuma out there because Chuma's banged up right now. So Chuma Doga, if he's the only guy, now it's Chuma. And then awesome if Chuma gets banged up. With even 3 games this year, he's come out 2 of them. So go as long as he can go in this specific game, and then we'll revisit it afterwards. But point blank, period, your offensive line is likely going to be playing this weird musical chairs on that side. You can really hear Mike McCarthy's voice when he was talking about the Eagles' offensive line. He was jealous of uh, not the camaraderie, but he was jealous of the continuity. He talks a whole lot about continuity up front on the offensive line. And ever since Mike McCarthy has been here, he's got anything but continuity on the offensive line. It has been terrible for Mike when it comes to injuries. But look, blame the front office. To keep bringing Tyron Smith back, right? Like that's on you. That's not on Mike. That's on you for putting trust in the guy. So now here we are. Just got to be able to deal with it and sift through it, and hopefully you get to the tournament healthy as possible. But talking about tomorrow, or talking about Sunday, Tyron Smith is going to be needed. If he's not in there, got to be able to game plan around that. So that's the Roundup Cowboys Nation, and that is the practice report. All right, do I press this button right here? Boom, and we back. That's the practice report. Let me get into the chat, see what y'all talking about in regards to that. Damn, I'm way behind here. Out here. What's good, Peter? What's good? Rolo said, jealous maybe if we invested some early capital. I mean, we have four, three. We have 3 first-round picks on the line. So I mean, we've invested it, but we just took one 2 seasons ago. No, last year we took one last year. So they've invested it. They just got to invest some more now moving forward, right? Like, I mean, I don't want to talk about draft talk, but once you get to draft talk, you're definitely talking about offensive line early and often. Hell, we wanted an offensive lineman in the second round, the first round this year, man. That's neither here nor there. Marcus said, love Tyron to death, but we should have moved on a couple seasons ago. That's fair. Can't get the O line working together if there's all this in and out with players. Yeah. Y'all know how I feel. If you've been here throughout the offseason, I was ready to say thank you, Tyron. Appreciate you. Tyler left tackle, get you a guard, or draft a tackle, keep Tyler at guard, and let's roll, man. Let's get younger and let's move on. But they decided to, elect to keep Tyron Smith around, and it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let me make sure I ain't jumbled around here. Let's get into my hot take. This is crazy how I'm doing it. But let's get into my hot take. So, shouts out to Hattie B's. Make sure you guys head on down to Hattie B's in downtown Deep Ellum, and they have all of the varying levels of heat. If you're looking for that type of chicken, right? If you're looking for that type, they've got all that. Shouts out. Who I got in the building? J Money. Shouts out to J Money in the building. He came through, got his $50 gift card, got a chance to win the microphone. I'm telling you, if you don't come down here and you in the DFW area, you are missing out, fam. He about to walk away with this jersey if y'all don't get down here. But shouts out to Hattie B's. All right, make sure you guys check out Hattie B's downtown Deep Ellum. You can go down there for brunch. You can go down there for dinner. You can go down there after the club, right? You're down there chilling downtown. Go get you a nice sandwich. Now, before we get into all of that, ladies and gentlemen, in regards to the $50 giveaway for Hattie B's, I do have a hot take. And you might say it's not one. Eagle fans will say it's a hot take. And I don't even like to do these type of hot takes leading up, but that's kind of where we're at right now. But damn it, I feel good about it. Your Dallas Cowboys will end the streak of A.J. Brown's 125-yard game. I said it. And I know how the interwebs like to do, right? This is what they like to do. They're gonna come see this, they're gonna clip it out and put it up on the Twitter or the X or whatever it's called, right? They're gonna do all that good stuff. That's fine. I'm gonna give you reasons why I do believe this streak comes to an end. Okay, number one. This man right here. Do I got my other button on this one? I don't. But this man right here ain't nothing to play with, okay? Deron Bland right now, if you're in the grades, his coverage grade is almost a 90, which is first in the NFL. He's only allowed six. Look, the 3 picks and the pick sixes are extremely impressive. I wasn't even thinking about this man only allowed 6 catches. 6 catches on the season, 6 forced fumbles, a passer rating of 7.5 allowed, Cowboys Nation. That's the number one reason why this ain't happening. Okay? But I'll be fair. I'll say, okay, maybe AJ Brown gets a couple catches on Deron Bland. I don't expect DB to hold him to nothing, right? Like this is still AJ Brown. He's still phenomenal. But we're talking about 125 yards. That hasn't happened to the Cowboys often. In fact, it hasn't happened at all this year. The receivers that the Cowboys face, they're only averaging 117 total yards, period. Okay. So it's not like that, these receivers are out there just killing us each and every week. That's not happening. You got the game against the Cardinals, miscommunication, the first game without Diggs, first game for Deron Bland on the outside, which you only gave up 2 catches. You had the big 69-yarder in the fourth quarter, but it wasn't like these guys were out there just picking you apart. Whatever though, I'll give you the Cardinals game. You had a couple big plays to Ayuk in the Niners game, but when you go and obviously to Wilson and the Jets, but when you look at the collective 7 games, the Cowboys secondary has played top-notch ball. And I know, and me and Okoye were talking about this, if they would have went out and got another corner, that would have just made the depth even better. But I get where people are saying, hey, we're good at corner. I agree. We're playing phenomenal at corner. I just don't want to see what happened last year where we had 2 players get injured out there, and now we're calling Trayvon Mullins. Now we're calling the cornerback version of T.Y. Hilton, right? I'm not trying to get to that point, but it is what it is. We are there in regards to the depth. But as long as everybody stay upright, you got guys that can go out there and ball, and I think Deron Bland is going to be one of the reasons why we shut that streak down. The other reason, well, Scott, what about Stephon Gilmore? What if they go on that side? Stephon Gilmore played well against him last year. Like I said the other day, though, it's not it wasn't the same. I don't think it's going to be the same. I mean, Like in this game, I think they'll stretch the field with AJ Brown and they'll challenge Stephon Gilmore in that manner. I welcome it. You know what I mean? I welcome it. I think Gilly understands how to play this guy. He's heady. What makes Brown difficult to deal with is his physicality. I know some people may not say Gilly has that physical attribute. The only thing that worries me about Gilly is the crossers and the speed. That's why Devontae Smith, if he gets caught in one of these situations where he got a short drag or a deep crosser, that could be a scary situation. But in regards to just straight up matching up with dudes, I mean, Gilly can do it. And definitely if it's in press situations. And I talked to you guys about this the other day. This scheme is not complicated. The passing concepts are not complicated. Maybe they switch it up on you, right? Maybe they come out here and they do things differently. But just on film, they're saying my guy's better than your guy. I don't gotta do nothing cute. I'm gonna throw it up to AJ Brown. I'm gonna get Devontae Smith open, and we gonna rock. Well, the Cowboys got dudes, so we'll see if they'll be able to just do my guy's better than your guy all game. I don't foresee that happening. I'd imagine that their new offensive coordinator is going to try to get some things to get these guys open. So Deron Bland has something to say about that streak. Stephon Gilmore has something to say about that streak. This defense in general doesn't give up 125 yards, to the whole unit, let alone one guy, often in this season. And then all streaks come to an end, man. Like that, it just happens. He's not going to get 125 yards in every single game. Not going to happen. So why not have that streak in right now? So that's my hot take, Cowboys Nation. The Cowboys will end AJ Brown's streak on Sunday. Bookmark it, write it down, take a picture, screenshot it, do whatever you want, Eagle fans. I'll be here on Monday, win, lose, or draw. You know how I do. All right, let's get to the Hattie B's hot take giveaway. I don't have the wheel. I don't got all the special little cool things going on. So flat out, let me make sure because I gotta pull up the chat, man. Because the first person I see get this right, you won. I'm not doing all this craziness. All right, here's a question, and if you guys don't know, this is how it works. I'm going to ask the questions, Cowboys trivia. Usually, we'll take the first handful of winners and we'll put them in the wheel and we'll spin it. But for today, because we don't have the ability to do that, we're just going to take the first person that gets this right, and they will win the $50 gift card to Addy B's. I had two questions. I'm going to give you guys the easier one because the other one is you probably have to be a fan since like 1960, and I know we got a lot of those. But this one, everybody should be able to get. So here we go. Here we go. Which player was the first Cowboys rookie named to the AP All Pro team since running back Calvin Harris in 1969? Which player is the first Cowboys rookie named to the AP All Pro team since running back Calvin Hill was named to the team in 1969? And I swear the first person I see it, and I have my guy check it too. I'll show you right here, bro. So that way you know I'm not cheating nobody. I'm shocked nobody got it right away. So that's cool. That's fun. All right, here we go. Here we go. I would have thought that too. I would have thought that too. A lot of you guys are the names you're bringing up. Y'all killing y'all. Seriously, I thought this was the easy one. Boom! Shouts out to Tuck and Roll. First one I saw do it. Tuck and Roll got it right. It is Zach Martin, ladies and gentlemen. 2014. You know, he came in here. Cowboys wanted to get Ryan Shazier. They thought about getting Aaron Donald. Both of those guys went before him. And Jerry Jones was ready. Jerry Jones said, "Go get me Johnny. I want Johnny Manziel." And he got yoked up and said, No. You take Zach Martin. And you going to like it, Jerry. So Jerry conceded. He was pissed off in there, yelling and screaming. But we took Zach Martin. And Zach Martin came in that year and turned everything around for the Cowboys up front. If I had to be honest, I think 14 was better than 16, but those were the 2 years where we truly had the new version of that dominant offensive line, the Great Wall of Dallas. That was the last 2 years we really had that type of line, and it's because of Zach Martin, man. So that is a correct answer. Shouts out to who was it? Tuck and Roll. Tuck and Roll. Let me know if you on Twitter, brother. Let me write this down. Tuck and Roll. If you on Twitter, hit me up hit me up and give me your name, and we'll need the email address, and we'll get you that gift card if you're in the area. All right. So shouts out to Tuck and Roll. Shouts out to Zach Martin, who is our last rookie All Pro first team. Obviously, we know that LVE made it second team, but rookie All Pro named to the AP All Pro since 1969. And here's an interesting one here. He's the first rookie AP All Pro offensive lineman since whoever the heck Richard Huffman is in 1947. I don't know who that is. I don't know who Rich Huffman is, but Zach Martin made some history there. So shouts out to you, Tuck and Roll. Appreciate you, big dog, for participating. All right. So we got that one out the way. Now, let's get into these matchups. I don't know why this isn't. It's all good, whatever. Let's get into these matchups. And I'm going to try to do this as smooth as possible. I had like four of them for y'all, but like I said, things was messing up a little bit. So we're gonna work backward a little bit. We're gonna talk about a matchup that I talked about yesterday on Voch's show. That's gonna be very important. Um, Q, Ta- Q Taylor says Sky act like he don't remember. I don't. Let's talk about this matchup, y'all, and let me know how y'all feel about this one. Dallas Goddard versus J-Ron Curse and company. Really, it should say and company. Really shouldn't say linebackers. I switched it up, but like I said, had a bit of issues here. Dallas Goddard versus J-Ron Curse. We were talking about these safeties yesterday, and I'm not ready to go. I'm not ready to go full other side on J Rock just yet, right? But I gotta be honest with y'all. He's not the same, right? And it was Vach who asked me yesterday. Vach said, "Well, do you think that J-Ron Curse can do this and do that against Dallas Goddard?" I said, "Bro, it don't even matter what I think at this point. He has to. Like he has to get back to that shutdown tight end guy that he was in previous years, and I don't know if he can. But there's a saying where you may not be who you were, but I just need you to be who you were once, or something along the lines. Y'all could help me out with that one. But I just need him to do that one time, and then we'll figure it out as we go. Shouts out to 2i. We were talking about this yesterday. So with that said, and this is why I really should say in company, I am not opposed, and actually I'm advocating and I'm hoping and praying that number 30 gets a little bit of those snaps to be able to deal with a guy like Dallas Goddard. And it ain't just Goddard, really. But the Eagles have been getting Goddard involved more lately. He was kind of quiet to start the season. Now he's starting to get going, getting the screens, we talk about the split zone play action, getting those crossers, and they're just getting him going. And the Cowboys haven't really responded well against tight ends over the last couple of games, right? Probably the last 4 weeks. So I'm thinking, well, who can we get out there to help with that? I think Hooker's playing well. A lot of people don't like Hooker, but Hooker is doing a good job back there, and he like we talked about yesterday. He's going to have opportunities. Dono is getting his feet up under him. Dono is starting to play like that kamikaze Dono coming downhill doing his thing, and I got something on that too in a second. But J-Ron, now he's got a toe injury. He was dealing with knee stuff, and he's been banging in the box for years, right? Over 3 years now for the Cowboys. I think the injuries are catching up to him, and I don't think he has the physical explosion that he's had in years past on a consistent basis, right? Not saying you bench Don or J-Ron. I'm not saying none of that, but I do think it's not a bad idea to say, hey, Dono, maybe we'll give you some of those J-Ron snaps. Wanye, maybe we give you some of those J-Ron snaps and allow J-Ron to be able to run with Goddard. Because if I'm being honest, again, maybe J-Ron goes out here and he proves me completely wrong. I think Wanye Thomas is a better cover guy than him right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Wanye Thomas is a better cover guy than him right now. And I see somebody said Izzy can cover Goddard. He probably could, But here's the problem with that. I don't trust Izzy if they decide to get physical, right? If they decide to run at Izzy in that stance where Wanye physical, right? Wanye can get down. He can play some of that linebacker situation for you. But if they wanted to do just strictly coverage, right? We're dropping back. It's 3rd and 9. We need to get somebody in there. I think Izzy could also be a guy. I don't know yet. I mean, he ain't covered tight ends a whole bunch, but he's another guy I'd be interested in. You know what I'm saying? But Wanye's my guy. Wanye's my guy. And who said that? Was that Mel? He said you won't see Thomas. I don't want to burn my people here, but all I'm gonna say is just pay attention on Sunday. Just pay attention on Sunday. There's a reason why I'm bringing this up. There's a reason why I'm bringing up Wanye's name. There's a reason why I'm actually bringing up J-Ron Curse in this matchup. I don't think we're the only ones that see what's happening out there with J-Ron Curse. Now he's got a toe. You know what I'm saying? Now he's banged up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sleeping on Izzy. You must be new here, Willie T. Izzy was my guy. I'm just keeping it a bean. Wanye better. Wanye better than him. And then it's Izzy, right? Like Izzy was my kind of who's one of your guys you like that is not a starter. It was Izzy. And then Wanye starts showing out at camp and in preseason. And he's physically more gifted than Izzy, and he's a better cover guy than Izzy. I just think he's a better player. That doesn't mean I don't like Izzy. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's a better player. That's all that is. I think Izzy can be good against big slots. I wanted to see Izzy as a deep safety, as a free safety, but he wasn't moving like Wanye was in camp or preseason. They actually said, "Hey, Wanye, you getting those free safety snaps because you earned it out there." So I look, man, I'm just watching what I see out there, and I think Wanye is just a better suited guy than Izzy, and that's why you saw him get. Why do you think Wanye was the first name called up when Dono went down, Cowboys Nation? Why do you think that? He's an undrafted dude. So you can't say that it had anything to do with he's got a contract or he's got more years. Nope. Nope. He ain't got none of that. Wanye just got here last year as an undrafted free agent, went out there and beat out Israel Mukuamu and went out there and then start performing on the field. Right? Every time Wanye's out there, he's making plays and he's doing things. And I can't deny it anymore. I just can't deny it. I think Wanye Thomas, I never was trying to deny, but Wanye Thomas needs to be on that field and he needs to get a chance to make plays because I just think he's more explosive. He's physical. He has an energy to him, and he can cover. So I'm interested to see a little bit more of him. But when I say this matchup, right? When I say J-Ron and Goddard, that's because you will see it. You will see J-Ron on Dallas Goddard, and you need him to play better. Somebody said he plays with heart. Yeah, he does. Wanye is kind of like the safety version of what we were seeing from Demo. Where when Demo was out there, you felt the energy from the team playing differently. You saw him playing differently. When Wanye was out there, you felt the energy of the team. You saw him playing downhill and physical and making pass breakups and just looking agile. And look, man, J-Ron been around for what, like 8 years now? There's a lot of beating on his body. Father time. It happens, right? Wanye's here. I'm interested to see a little bit more Wanye. But I don't know so much about J Rock on Goddard. It's if it's in a box, right? Like if the tight end is going to run a curl, the tight end is going to just sit down try to box you out. Oh yeah, I'm cool with that all day against J Ron. If it's a tight end running and he has to run with them, J Ron's been getting work this year. The Pats did it against them. We saw what happened in San Fran. I remember Minnesota last year was getting them. Detroit was getting them. Like the last 2 seasons, he hasn't run with tight ends as well as he did in the past. But if it's sitting, and when I say a box, I mean if he's not having to use his athleticism, then he can use his size and his physicalness. But J-Ron can't run with these dudes anymore right now, and I'm worried that we'll get one of those play actions. You get a deep over or shallow, and we'll see what happened a few weeks ago against the Pats, and like I said, against the other teams that have done it. So give me Wanye to run with these tight ends over J-Ron Curse, but it's not going to happen all day. It's not going to happen all day. There's going to be times J-Ron just going to have to buck up and get it done. But I wish he was back to what he once was. All right, here's my second matchup. Where do I want to go? Let's go here. And again, I had two guys here. I had Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter versus Tyler Biotish. I was talking about this yesterday also on my boy Roger's show. This is pivotal because I was watching whoever number 91 was. I don't know who number 91 was off the top of my head against the Rams. A couple times was walking Tyler Biotish back. Don't like that. Mm-mm. Don't like that. And the fact that I don't remember who number 91 was tells you he's not somebody that you really are concerned about like that. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, totally different story. Totally different story. I have the utmost confidence that Zach Martin, that Tyler Smith will both be able to fight back against whether it's Jordan Davis, whether it's Fletcher Cox, whether whoever it is, right? Like these guys will fight, they'll win some battles. Jalen Carter and them might win a few, but these guys will definitely be on the A game. In fact, I'll go out on a limb and say I think that Tyler Smith and Zach Martin will win more than they'll lose. Tyler Biotish, though, again, it's gonna be one of those situations where he ain't what he was, whether it be injuries or whatever. But I need you to be what you were one time on Sunday because I don't want to wake up and see Jordan Davis in Dak Prescott's lap and he can't step into a pass. And now next thing you know, he's not getting enough on it, interception. I don't want to wake up and Jalen Carter is just embarrassing him because I've seen him do it to these interior guys all season. And there's nowhere to go for Dak Prescott to step up. So this is a huge matchup because another matchup I had here was Dak versus the edge rushers. And the reason why I say that is, look, Terrence ain't been what Terrence was, right? He need to get back into the swing of things. We don't know what's going on the left side, but what I do know is that Dak has been good in using his legs. In fact, he's been phenomenal in using his legs. He's one of the best in the league. I think he has the top completion percentage in the league when he's scrambling. He's top 5 in just about every statistic you want to think of when it comes to moving and throwing out of the pocket. So, that was a big matchup that I had here, but I couldn't get it in due to technical issues. But it was Dak against the edge rushers. But if he doesn't have any room to step up, sidestep, and then maybe make a play on the move, it's going to be because Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter are crashing down on the inside and forcing sacks or incompletions or bad throws or whatever. So this might be the most important matchup for the offense if they want to continue to open it up like they've been. Because look, that secondary is food. You ain't gonna see me have a key matchup because in the secondary because it's food. Whether it be Bradbury, Darius Slay, Reed, like these guys have made plays on the ball this year, but for the most part, if you got time, you could pick them apart. And they've been terrible in man, so they've been trying to do more zone. It doesn't matter what you do against Dak this year. If you don't get pressure, he's actually been good in man and zone as long as his clock isn't sped up. If he speeds his clock up, that's where you see him make some weird decisions. But for the most part, in man, he's been a top 5 quarterback in statistically in QBR and completion percentage. And in zone, we know what he can do against an Eagles zone. I mean, he didn't miss a throw against the Eagles last year in zone. But all of that won't matter if Tyler Biotish doesn't play a little better, right? Like he's not been a guy, and something that B said leading into the season, he was like, "Hey man, I think that ankle injury might follow him for the rest of the season." Maybe it has, maybe he's not fully healed. Same thing could be said for Zach Martin, but either way, right? Shoot whatever they gave Tony Romo in San Francisco. Go find that, shoot up that ankle, and go out there and be able to deal with a Jordan Davis and a Jalen Carter. I will say this though, Jordan Davis is dealing with a hamstring, so maybe he's got a bum wheel. Maybe he won't have that ability to push the pocket as good as he's had. And we know that Jalen Carter is coming off of a back injury. I'm not even quite sure if he's playing. I mean, I know he's practicing. I don't know if he's trending up. I haven't went back and looked. But if he's playing, then that's going to be a huge, huge challenge. Huge challenge, man. Mel said, "Why I say you won't see Thomas?" He said it's a road game and J-Ron is your best communication guy. The coaches are not going to trust taking J-Ron off the field for Thomas in this particular game. Question for you, Mel. Week 1, was that on the road or was that at home? That was on the road. Like I'll say it. I'm just gonna say it because I do want to be forthright with you. J. Ron, or I'm sorry, Wanye Thomas is game planned into this one. So I get what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but Wanye will have a role in this game. That's all I can say though. I can't tell you exactly, the specifics of what said role would be. But he's game planned into this game, and I'll just leave it at that. So we aren't really kind of going back and forth on Wanye's usage. But just know, uh, they've taken note. They've taken note at the star. They've taken note at the star, and they understand that this kid's got something. So he'll be game plan. I'll just leave it at that. One more. One more. Where's the last one I got? Actually, he already did the Dak Prescott one. Did the Dak Prescott one. This one is. I felt weird putting this one up here. Lane Johnson versus Demarcus Lawrence, and the reason why I put this here, Lane ain't been the same, right? Like Lane he's hurt a little bit. He's dealing with some injuries. He's banged up, but he's a rock, right? He's a stalwart over there at tackle. The Eagles' offensive line hasn't quite been the same the last 3 weeks. They've given up the most pressures in the National Football League. This matchup, though, Lane versus D Ware or D Law, it's been a must-see matchup if you are into offensive line and defensive line play. These dudes go at each other all game. And I don't know, man. I just got this feeling, and I'm gonna recall something real quick. 2020 or 2019 maybe 2019 maybe it was at the crib before in the middle of the season, so at home. Lane Johnson in the middle of a fantastic year, nobody's getting sacks on him or whatever. Demarcus Lawrence does that hump move, right? He's a technical savvy guy. Gets past Lane Johnson, sack fumble on Carson Wentz, and that flips the game upside down. The Cowboys just start going on a route. I just got this feeling the way that this offense line has been playing. Lane Johnson, we saw what happened against the Dolphins, right? He was giving up some pressures, man. He got beat for a sack. I don't know why they didn't credit him for one, but he was getting beat for a sack. I just got this feeling that Demarcus Lawrence, being the technical savvy guy that he is, being a guy that's played Lane Johnson, how many goddamn times? 12, 13, I don't know what it is. A whole lot, right? I feel like he's going to get one of those clutch sacks or clutch pressures, right? Where he pushes the pocket to a Micah Parsons or he pushes the pocket to a Osa Digizu or whatever. This is going to be a pivotal matchup because if he can make Johnson work, one of the things the Cowboys do a whole lot, and especially if they don't got this Cam Jurgens there at right tackle or left guard, they put Steen or Opita or whatever. If he can make Lane Johnson have to worry about him, then those stunts that happen on the other side that might push Jalen Hurts towards the Demarcus Lawrence, or you get some pressure up front, that will create one-on-ones for that right guard that either is a rookie or that's a backup. I think his name is Sua Opita. Either one is it to me. That's food for Osa Digizua or Micah Parsons or Hankins or whoever the hell it is if they're doing these twist stunts. So if he can occupy Lane at the very least, and he will, but if he can win some, that's when you get some of those big time sack plays that happen. And right now, the Eagles offense, like I said, it hasn't been great. It just hasn't been great from a pass protection standpoint over the last 3 weeks. Jalen Hurts probably doesn't help him out that much because he can't run around. He's trying and he'll step up and he'll do something here and there, but he's not running as much as he has. So if D Law can make Lane work, that's really all I'm asking for, right? Right. Make him work. Everybody else, I think, will be able to do what they need to do. But if D Law is just kind of not out there, which that hasn't been the case this year, like Demarcus Lawrence has been fantastic this season. But if he's just kind of out there and Lane doesn't really, and he's not making an impact, whether it be literally like himself or whether it be with helping other guys out, then I think you'll be able to slide protection and do all these other things, and it'll make it easier for the offensive line. But that's a heavyweight matchup, man. Heavyweight matchup, Cowboys defense line versus that offensive line. So those are look, this is a heavyweight matchup in general, right? So you got so many we can go up and down, right? Micah Parsons, somebody said Micah versus Kelsey when he's lined up over there. Hankins versus Kelsey could be one too. We talk about Davis and we talk about Davis and Biotish. Look, I think Kelsey's fantastic. Kelsey going to the Hall of Fame. He get away with some things, but if you put a guy 340 pounds like Hankins right in front of Kelsey and make him play power football, That's tough on Kelsey. I would do that all game. I put Hankins and Mozzie right in front of him and say, deal with this power all game and don't allow Jason Kelsey to use what he's a superhero at, and that's that quickness and that IQ to get out in front. Because once they start doing screens or they get Jason Kelsey doing like a pin pull situation where it's dope when you watch it if you're into actual film. He'll hike the ball, and then the next thing you know, Jason Kelsey's 5 yards sideways in 2 seconds because he's just that damn good. But when it comes to that split zone situation, and we're all worried about the second level, the linebackers, dealing with the eye movement. Well, all that won't matter if you got Hankins right there in front of Jason Kelsey and he's getting pushed in the pocket, or you got Mozzie doing it, or Osa or whomever it is getting pushed in the pocket. That'll be really important. So Adrian Peterson, North Star. Come on, man. What you talking about? What you talking about? All right, let me get back into this chat here. And I'm trying to monitor it both ways because this chat is smaller, so it's harder for me to really see what y'all saying here. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, we're still having a Wanye conversation. So allow me to jump in on this. So one of Mel's concerns is who is the communicator if J-Ron's off the field. I think allow me to refresh your memory. When J-Ron was out, Malik Hooker was one of the green dot guys. He was a green dot guy. He was your communicator. So if for whatever reason, J-Ron is not out there, Malik Hooker is a guy that gets people lined up where they need to be, and has done that in the past. So if we were trying to figure out what would happen if J-Ron's not out there, that would be that, right? But you can also keep him out there. You can do a multitude of things. I had this conversation, like I said, with Tuai yesterday. You can tell J-Ron to play more of a backer role, right? In the sense of we're just going to play you and keep you in that box. And you can say, Wanye, that's your guy. J-Ron, you deal with the running back, or J-Ron, you blitz. Speaking of blitzing, this is another reason why I wanted to see Wanye out there and have Dono out there at the same time. This is a game, Cowboys Nation. Brother L. This is a game, Cowboys Nation. I would like to see blitzing Dono return. hmm Donovan Wilson blitzed 30 times, I think, when I looked it up. 30 times last year. We've been blitzing a lot this year. Like we've blitzed way more than we've blitzed in years past with Dan Quinn. I think we're 6 in blitz rate. But we haven't blitzed Dono a lot. And the reason why I say this would be a good game to do it, again, kind of think about Cowboys, Eagles back in the day. Y'all remember the game where Donald really kind of put his name on the map against the Eagles back in 2020. And, they were sending him on blitzes and they were kind of having him play a bit of a spy role. And they basically said, hey, if he goes 3 yards outside that pocket, get him. Go. And I'm looking at this game like, when Donovan Wilson was blitzing these quarterbacks, man, it was rough. It was tough on him. He had 5 sacks last year. You know what I'm saying? It was pressure happening on these quarterbacks. He's only been blitzed, I think, 5 times this year. I'd like to see him kind of return in that role. And the way you can do it is you can have him be a spy, and then whatever his role is in regards to the spy technique, right? Like, hey, I want you to spy until Jalen maybe starts to scramble, then I want you to blitz. Or you could just flat out say, I'm going to send him. I'm just going to send him from the corner, or send him up the middle, or send him on a stunt, but get him moving forward so he can get in the game. Because when Dono gets in the game, he's flying around there like a kamikaze, as we call it. So I would definitely start blitzing Donovan Wilson. Yes, that's the Ben DiNucci game. Unfortunately, Cowboys Nation. But if you remember that game, was that the Ben DiNucci game? It was the Ben DiNucci game. If you remember that game, Donovan Wilson was playing lights out, and he kind of put himself on the map. And I think we kind of need to get back to that because he hasn't been blitzed much this year. We talk about how Dak sometimes get his legs involved. He's into it now. He's fired up. Same thing with Donovan Wilson. Get him involved in this game, coming downhill, and I bet you will be rewarded on the back end. So Donovan Wilson blitzing, sprinkle in some Wanye Thomas, and what again, Wanye, I don't care how you do it. I truly don't. I don't care if it's in J-Ron spot down. Just get him involved in this game so that you're throwing different things at at this offense. This offense doesn't do a lot, but if you make them think, I think you have a chance to make some plays on the ball. Let me just say that. I ain't gonna go too far. Make some plays on the ball. We got another one in the building. Shouts out to you. Who we got in the building? Zeke? Deke. Shouts out to Deke in the building. Did they give you your $50? All right, so we got Deke and Jay. Jay Money. We got Deke and Jay Money in the building. Right now, Cowboys Nation, we at live at BT Furnishings. Got a chance right now to win this Micah Parsons jersey. I was going to try to see if I can get it signed, but we ain't really have enough time for it. But it's all good. Maybe another time. So if you are in the area, come on through, Cowboys Nation, and get a chance to win this Micah Parsons jersey. Also, did y'all sign up for the recliner? Yeah, they sign up for the recliner possibility on Sunday. And again, you guys can continue to sign up for that, whether it be today when the show's over or whether it be tomorrow. You come in any of these locations tomorrow, just let them know, hey, I'm here on behalf of A to Z. I'm here on behalf of Sky, and I want to sign up for this recliner. And you'll be able to get entered into that, which we will be drawing on the pregame show. We decided to do the pregame show because that's what I know everybody's amped up and hype. Last thing I want to do, if something bad happened in that game and we talking about who won a recliner, like I don't care damn about no recliner. We just lost. You know what I mean? So we doing it in the pregame show. That way everybody's spirits are still up. Let's jump back into this chat here, see what you're talking about. Hey, Oscar. Oscar said Donald was going off in that game with Diggs. Yeah, he was. Getting his first and second career interceptions. You're absolutely right, bro. You're absolutely right. Sky signing jersey. No, Justin. I was trying to get Micah to sign jersey. I was thinking about trying to get Micah to do it, but we just didn't have enough time. Didn't have enough time. Appreciate you, Tuck and Roll. We said I message you on Twitter. Got you. We will get that to you as soon as possible. And my guy, brother L, just making sure that Mel believes the Cowboys will win this game. Mel was saying that L word too much the other day. It was bothering me a little bit, Mel. It bothered me. Willie T said, we blitz Donovan Moore and Hurts. I'm guessing you mean we need to blitz Donovan Moore and Hurts. I'm all for it. CeeLo, Sky, Lewis on Watkins or Julio in the slot. Lewis on who's Watkins? Quez? Come on, CeeLo's. You worry about Lewis on Quez Watkins? Come on, man. I'm about no Quez. Julio? I hear that one, but I ain't worried about no Quez Watkins. I ain't worried about Quez. But Julio Jones, yeah, that could be a situation. That could be a situation, CeeLo's, because he's big dude, 6'3", physical body. So I'm with you on that one. Football Logic. Shouts out to Football Logic. Wait a minute. Aren't you a big channel? I can't really click on here. You drop a lot of videos, man. I mean, I don't know if you're an Eagle fan, but I think you be on here, and I've seen some of your things come across. Shouts out to you. He says D-Law is going to wear Lane out, especially since Lane is dinged up. D-Law is hella physical. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this game that he ain't the same right now, and D-Law, and he's in the role. Contrary to popular belief, Mel, D-Law's balling right now. He's feeling himself. Shouts out to my guy, Law Nation Sports, the OG in the building. He says, which BT you at, fam? So I'm not at the one close to where we live, Law. I'm all the way here in Garland. So I'm in Garland at the moment, but there is BT Furnishings all over the place. I believe about 4 of them. Dallas, Garland. Don't let me lie to you. I'm going to look it up here. Furnishings. Let's see here. Location. Yeah, Dallas here, 5701 Boulevard, Garland, Texas is the address for this one. So if you want to come through, Law, let me know. I ain't going to be here too much longer, but this is out the way compared to where you at. It took me a little grip to get here. Yeah, I had to mess with you a little bit, Mel. I saw you trying to come at D-Law, and I was like, hey, dog, I don't know what you talking about. DeMarcus Lawrence is balling this year, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Early downs, could we see some Mozzie at the retake? A lot of people be wanting to take off Osa. Look, man, just let Mozzie work in, right? Like maybe the second possession, maybe third possession throughout the game. Yeah, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see Mozzie and Hankins on the field at the same time. I'm not opposed to that at all, right? But Osa balling. Mozzie just gonna have to get in where he fit in. Hankins balling. He gonna have to get in where he fit in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know Zotan. I know you don't mean that, but I've seen that a lot. Like where people are saying, we got to, how do we get Mozzie in there? Let's put him at, and he does. He gets plenty of snaps, in there. But I'm at the point right now where I ain't even trying to remove my guy. Also, hold up, who we got in the building right here, dressed to the nines? Who that? Jr. Hey, got Jr. in the building. Come on. Hold on, y'all got to see Jr. Look, he got the gloves on, he got the joint on here, man. Hold up, let. Hey E, Eric, I'm gonna try to get you a headset, bro, because you funny, man. Shouts out to Jr. aka Coach Prime in the building, man. Appreciate you, big dog. I'm good, man. How you doing? This ain't Jr. This Coach Prime. This is Coach Prime we got right here. What's up with you? Can y'all hear him? Hey, hey, E. My bad, y'all. I'm all yelling at y'all. I'm trying to get another mic. I got a microphone, but I ain't got my guy. He over there. I don't know what he doing over there. Whatever, man. What's up with you though, Prime? See me.
I did my workout. I did my workout. Got my motivation right. So I got my mind right, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna pull up on Sky. I'm gonna pull up on. And I came. I got my fit right, so I can look good.
Cause what happened when you look good?
Oh, I feel good.
What happened when you feel good?
I get out there and pay good.
What happened when you play good?
Then they gonna pay good.
Come
baby.
on, man. Come on, man.
So
Shouts
I
out
had to
to
pull
you.
up on you, baby.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. We're gonna have to wrap. I'm gonna wrap to all y'all when I'm done with this here.
I ain't gonna take up to the caller.
To the callers.
I love you. Believe. All you gotta do is believe in you, baby. Everybody got that dog, You just gotta find where that dog is. Let him out and let him walk, baby.
Come
That's
on.
all you gotta do. And that's Prime.
Take him off the leash, man. Take him off the leash. That's dope, bro. We got Prime in the building, J Money in the building, Deke in the building. Man, that's great, man. That's great. Lurch was right. I was trying, man. I was trying, but I'm gonna tell y'all what my man's was doing later. I can't tell you what but we gonna have little words. I was trying to get Prime on the microphone here. I knew he was. I should have known you was gonna show up, brother. Man, I should have known, brother. I know. That's on me. That's on me. My man Toxic said, "Is your son going pro?" So let me talk to Toxic. Hey, Eric. We just gonna have to finesse it, y'all.
Johnson, what's good, baby? I'm gonna just tell you like this. All right. When he came out the womb, I saw he had the potential. And when he said his first words, I already knew he had that dog in him, baby. He been barking since before he was walking. So all I'm telling you is, if he going pro, ain't a question. It's where he going, and if it's anything under 10, then whoever didn't pick him, they gonna have to deal with him when he get in there.
Okay,
because
bro.
he gonna win, baby. He gonna win.
Okay.
But we're not coming out this year. We ain't coming out this year.
Let me ask this question then for some of Cowboys Nation that wants to know this. Is he coming to Dallas?
Now, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love Dallas. Look, I had to
See,
come
now
and
I'm getting
support.
messy.
I had to come and support. Now, here's what I got to say. The time and the price got to be right. Now, y'all see what that going through. Y'all see what that going through. Now, I love Jerry, but I love my dog even more. Now, if he ain't got that whole line right,
Just
now,
like him.
we gonna have to do something else. We gonna have to make a move. We gonna have to make a move because we now look where we're looking at. Who ain't got no quarterback? Atlanta. Now who city is Atlanta? Who got on national TV and said
Oh, that's
this my
okay.
city?
Dion prime time.
You-
Yeah.
Come on now.
Okay.
We can follow that legacy, baby, and we can take that over, and that can be our thing. And then what they gonna do? Their coach ain't gonna be right. And who you think coming? Who you think coming?
Oh, you
baby?
talking about? Oh, I see
Who you
what you
think coming,
say. So
baby?
you said Prime gonna coach Atlanta?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, and coach his son again.
See, and we not just y'all think about this game. Y'all think about this game. This is bigger than this game. We talking about a whole culture, baby. We talking about not just on the field, in between the lines. We talking about what we gonna do for the city. What are we gonna do for the education?
What
What are
he's
we gonna
doing
do?
for the Buffs right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He got Colorado. They're not playing, Flight of the Bumblebee right now.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? They're not doing none of that out there.
What they doing? What they doing?
They out there playing Frankie Beverly and Maze at halftime.
No, I'm
That's
gonna tell you what they doing.
doing.
They playing my theme music, baby.
Ooh,
They
hit my
playing
theme music,
You see what
man.
I'm saying? Now,
Ho,
Scott,
ho,
I
ho,
done
ho.
told you. Now, I done came out here. All right. Now, I know I got some other business, but I done came out here. I done told you too many times we need you up there. You see how they doing me in the meeting? You see how they doing me in the
I
meeting?
know,
You see how
I
they
know,
doing
I know,
us?
Prime.
You see what I'm saying? Now, I need you up there because I need some people on my side.
I got you.
I need some people that when I see them, I know they're gonna ask the right questions. I know they're gonna try to lift us up. I know they're gonna give consideration. They ready to dog me. They ready to dog me. And I'm gonna tell y'all this: NCAA, I see what you're doing, baby. I see what you're doing. Y'all better get me now. Y'all better get me now, cause this the SARS we gonna be. This the SARS we gonna be.
That's all I gotta say, man. Coach Prime. Yo, I mean, what other show you getting Coach Prime like this in the flesh, man? Shouts out to A to Z Sports, Dallas Skywalker in the morning, Coach Prime in the building, Jay Money in the building. We here, man. BT Furnaces, come on through. I'm telling you, get your $50. Get your $50.
You know I got mine. You know I'm
Coach
passing no
Prime
money.
got his $50. Say again?
You know I'm passing no money.
No, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Y'all need to come on down here.
Come on.
Looking around, what does look good? They got some furniture that look good, look better than your furniture. It's gonna take your home to the next level. Okay, if you got a
That's what he
pre-owned shit,
do.
you come down here, get you some of this BT furniture. You're gonna be coming home to a Ferrari, sitting on a Ferrari every night, all
Hey,
night. You're gonna sleep good. You're gonna feel good. It's gonna be you want to eat good, and you're gonna bring people over because you're gonna want them to feel that goodness you got in your home. Come on,
hey, he need another $50 gift card. That's promotion right there. Okay, that's you need to pay him for that. Okay,
y'all come on down.
get
And
your money, dog.
Hey, and I'm looking at these lights, all right? There's too many people in here that's
That's what I'm saying, Professor O.
and you ain't hit that like button. Go on and get that free currency, baby. Go on and get that free tide money. Hit that like
Y'all
button
better
right
get on
now.
down here.
Yeah,
Y'all better get on down here.
come on, because it's going.
We got three of them.
Because it's going.
We got three or four. Somebody in the chat said they came through here as well. So we got about 4 or 5 folks that have come down, signed up for the jersey giveaway. I've asked for my man to come here and hey Eric. Thank you, Pro. That's another 50. Now he doing a bunch of different things for us. That's another 50. That's $150 in gift cards my guy need for this. This is what JR do, man. JR work, bro. He did this in Texas Live, man. He did this in Texas Live. I said, man, get him a hat, get him a T-shirt, get him something. We about to wrap up soon, so we're gonna be giving this away, correct? So how many people do we have in this? I need names. I need to write them. Here's what you do. Here you go. Write these names down. Okay. Here's a piece of paper. You can write these names down if you need it. Now for this, I will put it in the wheel. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see it because technology, we working what we can work with. ACT, come on, ACT, come on, man. Brother L, he not bubbly, man. I have some words. Look, man, I don't like to play that card. I don't like to play that card. But when my product feel like it's getting stepped on, Nino Brown, he gotta say some things. You know what I mean? Gotta say some things. Let's see here. We got JR, aka Prime. We got Devontae, Crystal. Shouts out. Is that Crystal? Oh, we got way more. We got a lot. I don't know. One, two. Crystal, Frederick, Kendrick, Jonathan, and Kenya. So we actually got way more than I thought. Here's what we're gonna do since we got him in this. Do we got a hat or something? We'll just go just go ahead and put
You say we got a hat.
we just gonna go ahead and put him in. Well, how about this? Because we can't really, how do we ball it up, right? That's what they do. Don't they ball them up or something like that? Yeah, fold them in half. Yeah, we'll fold them in half. Do this whole little thing. Put it up in there like that. You know who I feel like? Shouts out to Mark Holmes. Mark Holmes used to do this. He'd write it down and ball it up. He another one of those OGs. You feel me, brother L? When the product gets stepped on, we gotta have conversations. That's all I'm saying.
All right, all right. A lot more people than I thought. All right. Got their $50. He needed like 150. I'm gonna be honest with you. He just gave y'all the promotion of a lifetime. Oh yeah. He just gave y'all a promotion of a lifetime. I couldn't even do that. You know who Deion Sanders is? He just impersonated Deion Sanders to a T promoting. Look, I'll tell you right now, if you wanted to, you could take that audio and they would think it's Deion. I'm dead serious. All right, here we go. I'll let y'all shake it up a little bit. Do a little thing here. Ink said the joint's rigged. NBA lottery style. I'd have made one of them real cold. All right, here we go. Here we go. Personally, I hope it's somebody that's still here. I'm just being completely honest. Oh, here it is. I want to make sure y'all know I ain't cheating. Matter of fact, you know what? We already did it. We already did it. We already did it. Here we go. Shouts out to Devontae Lewis of Dallas, Texas. I believe he was here, wasn't he? Wasn't that Devontae that was chilling over there? So shouts out to you, bro. I don't know if you still listen. I know you probably had to go. You got things to do. But Devontae Lewis is our winner out of Dallas, Texas. Shouts out to you, man. We got your number. We got your name. We got your email. Or we got your address. We have to figure out how we want to do it. We'll just ship it out. We can ship it out. But you are the winner of this Michael Parsons jersey right here. So you're walking away with $50 gift card for BT Furnishings at any BT Furnishings in the DFW area. You're going to get this Michael Parsons jersey. And he ain't done yet. You are also in the running for the recliner chair that we will be doing on Sunday in the pregame show. And all of you guys are still in the running for that. So you guys will be in the running. And this time that will be on the wheel. So y'all will see it live on the pregame show with me and Jesse Holly. So make sure y'all come back. And Toxic thinks it's real. He said, congrats, Sky, on winning your New Jersey. See, I can really flex on y'all and say I can get one. Y'all know where I can get it. But I ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do all that, man. Shouts out to Devontae for winning. Shouts out to y'all. Thank y'all for being here, for coming through, man. JR, J Money. We got JR, J Money, and Devontae, and the many people who came through. I didn't even realize that. We appreciate y'all for coming through. This was the first time that we've actually done a giveaway at a live stream and of this magnitude too. I mean, I don't think we've done. Okay, we had a Ezekiel Elliott ball. We did that, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think a recliner in this jersey, I'll take that, bro. I take that. So make sure y'all come back through. Make sure y'all come back through. Tune in on Sunday. We will be doing a pregame show. Everyone that was here that signed up, you will be entered. But if you didn't make it in during the show, you still can enter. All you got to do is come through, whether we're here in Garland or anywhere else at BT Furnishing. Go in and let them know you're here on my behalf, and they will put your name in this drawing. It'll get it to me Sunday morning, and we're going to go ahead and run this thing back and see who can win that recliner. Now, here's the thing, though. You got to live here. Like, if you're here for the game or you're like just visiting Dallas, I don't know how you're going to get that recliner back to wherever you're at. So you got to be in the DFW area. All right? Please do that. Am I missing something? Any of the 4 locations. So not just here in Garland. Any of the 4 locations. Where are those locations? Dallas, Arlington, Plano, and Garland. One more time. Dallas, Arlington, Plano, or Garland. So if you're out there in the Frisco area, you know, if you bougie, shouts out to you. I'm trying to get out there. If you're out there in the Frisco area, go on down to Plano and go get your drawing so that you get a chance to get this jersey here. All right. You call it out Harley. Okay, TP. Y'all was fun today, man. That was great. I don't even want to end it, but we got to get going, man. Got to get this thing wrapped up and head on out. Get these things chopped up and continue to do what we do, and that's work and put things together for y'all for Sunday. I will be back on Sunday. Pre-game show, halftime show, post-game show with Jesse Holly. Make sure y'all come through. It's Cowboys. It's Eagles. I'm trying to be professional as possible right now, but y'all know what it really is, right? Basically, do I got my button? I don't got my button. But basically, that's how I feel. Basically, F them at that point. But can't really say that all the time on here. Got to keep it a bean. It's a good team. It's going to be a good fought battle on the road in Philly. The crowd's going to be loud and live. I feel like you just got to deal with that surge that they're going to have early on. Then the Cowboys can go ahead and do their thing. So Yeah, it's over, man. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's over. We'll be back though Sunday. So make sure y'all come through. Appreciate you guys, Cowboys Nation. Once again, shout out to BT Furnishings for allowing us to be here. If you are in the area, come through, and not just for the jersey, not just for the giveaway, but if you need some things for your decor, if you need some things for your man cave, right? Or your what do they call them? She sheds, she caves. Hey, you might have a she cave. I don't know. Hey, we don't discriminate around here. If you need something for anything in the house, BT Furnishings got you covered. And one of the cool things that they do, man, is you can have a customized deal. So whatever you need, just talk to them, and they got you. I promise you. All right. So appreciate you guys for joining us. Shouts out to J Money. Shouts out to JR, aka Prime. D, we saw you here earlier, and everybody that came through. Really fun show. Excited to do this again, actually. So I will see y'all on Sunday. We up out of here, and I'm gonna press a different button. Do I got this button? I do. I do got the button. They can't hear it though. All right, y'all. Love you to death. Y'all have a good weekend, a blessed weekend. Be safe. That's my guy, Brother L would say. Drink your water. Take care of your mentals. Don't do nothing crazy. Like, peace.